Hey guys, Yaki here. And well, welcome to Maps Patch version 1.11. And I want to clarify something, and that is, well, the developer and Nova are two separate people, guys. You know, like the developer that makes guns, bug fixes, balance changes, and you know, all the other stuff, optimization. That's the developer, and Nova is the one adding all the maps. Don't get them confused. They're both two separate people, and I just want to clarify that because some people are getting them confused, and people are like, why aren't they adding optimization or, you know, like all the other stuff? Guys, Nova adds maps. The developer adds optimization. They're two separate people. But anyway, I just wanted to clarify that. Let's continue. Anyway, we're gonna start with the main map changes. Those being why is it spoiled? What's the point of this? The first main map change is processing, which has received a large rework, and well, that was never there before. And as you can see, there's just a bunch of extra additional things here. So for example, that I don't know what, just a wall there, I guess, a random wall. Just a bunch of extra cover has been added on to processing, so you can enter and engage combat a little bit more easier. Because previously, if you were defending, the second floor was so valuable that it was almost impossible to capture. But now there's a bunch of extra cover down here, and also you cannot capture on the stairwell anymore. Like, see right here, it cuts off right here. Previously, you were able to capture like up here, which was like kind of weird, but now, well, it's not like that anymore. So yeah, just a bunch of extra cover and a, well, rework, as says, or as said, as says.
Yeah, sadly, we don't care. That's a waste of company time. Get back to work, or your lunch break will be unpaid from now on. You aren't unionized. You're gonna have to deal with it. Thank you.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Generous Officer, sir. I'll just die.
Communications has been reworked by Bonk, also known as Spoinkist, as well. The base plate is now an altered size. I think it's a bit bigger as everything is less scrubbed, and also many of the doors have been widened as you're not able to peek more freely. As previously, they were, well, this size, and if you wanted to peek, you get caught up by this angle right here and just, you know, they kind of mess you up a bit. But now most of the doors have been widened and opened, so you can now actively aim out of those doors and use them as cover more efficiently. So yeah, there are a few bugs with this port, unfortunately. The first one being, well, this is in the ground. This dragon is in the ground, as you can clearly see, and you can clearly see that that's not on purpose because, well, this isn't in the ground. So yeah, but most importantly, like, man, I really want to sit down, you know. I'm just gonna go and sit. What? Matter of fact, it's like there's all the chairs on this point. Like, even this, like, little carpet, whatever yada cloth thing you can go through, or, you know, this you can walk through. These chairs over here, like, I don't think that's on purpose. Maybe it's a gameplay purpose thing, but I'm unsure. What? Oh, well, that's something well, okay, well, there's also that too. The ladder just doesn't work either. Okay, that's great. And next up, we have Sabat's small changes. The first one being, well, the base plate size has increased as it was kind of awkwardly scraping against the wall, but no longer is the case. And also, the bell tower has gotten an actual bell. Apparently, there was a different model, but I didn't see it. But yeah, that's cool. And also, look, it actually looks good now. Apparently, these weren't actually flying. These were just like on ropes and strings, but Roblox had an update where they messed it up, but now it's actually fixed. So yeah, that's good. That's awesome. Oh, and I can't forget that this rack, you know, floor previously was bugged because of the Roblox update, and it was actually a brick floor. So yeah, that's cool. That's great. And oh, look at that, man. It's actually on ground floor instead of not like a giant they fixed the point. It's actually really great now. Good. With all the main map changes out of the way, we're gonna go over the changes. There's no title overhead. It's just, I guess, more main map changes, I guess. Anyway, starting with all hacksaws that do not avoid the sound off modification have been altered to better explain to players why they are unusable. And well, as you can see here, if I click on it, it doesn't work. Like, if I go over here to like the Heli and Heavy mod, I already have this modification, but if I go over to here, it just, like, Hear that? It doesn't work. So I think something bugged out, I guess. And also, all non-essential interactables have had their highlights disabled, but like, this isn't a non-essential, right? So like, for example, this is essential because it's an actual like part of the game, but this isn't a non-essential, I believe. But it's still highlighted, so like, I think my server's bugged, probably. There's also one more change in the changes, that being toned down the new stone brick materials normal map. I felt like that it didn't feel GD enough, so I brought it in line with the other textures, and I don't know what this means. I think that means they changed the stone texture, and if so, I can't see it. Someone please explain in the comments. With all the changes out of the way, we'll go over the special map loading changes, which will pay attention map makers and compound creators. September 27th is no longer the deadline for creating maps, as all maps will remain in the game. The developer and Nova were able to work out a new system for housing maps. When running special maps in GD, it uses a insert service to download maps from Roblox themselves, instead of natively having them within a raggy folder. While this does mean that special maps or voting special maps will be a bit more unreliable, it means that all the special maps can be fixed live and Red can work rag-free in the studio. Just in case that Roblox is unable to download the special maps folder into your game, there are a small selection of maps that are natively in the game. For example, Child Compound, Origin, Brawl, Node, and Airport Korea. So, TLDR, special maps stay in the game. And they load a bit longer. Don't worry, compound creators, you still have a bunch of time to get your maps into the game and hopefully into the main game. We'll see. And speaking about special maps, actually, slash special maps. Imagine my PC just like actually just explodes. Boom. Oh, so it probably loads in if you force a point, right? Okay, so let's see. We're gonna do the new special maps in this update because I don't want to make a video separate as well. You know what happened last time, right? I was like 3 weeks, right? So here we go. And first up, we have Preservery, formerly known as Canning, and it was made by Enzo, also known as Enzamizorine, an abandoned canning facility with 2 large buildings. And, well, good job, Enzo, because this is the first ever special compound that didn't need to be retouched or modified by Nova. So, congrats, bro. Continuing on, I'll show you around the compound. And as it says, it is a canning facility, which, well, makes canned goods. So yeah, that's essentially it. But also there's this cool detail up here, which if I fly all the way up, and I'm not sure if this is bugged or not, but I think this is intentional, as Nova did say there was no need for modification, so I think this is intentional that the 4 is missing. There's this cool board game up here, which that's super sick, that's super cool. The thing is, I don't know what this board game is, maybe you guys know, but oh, the Game of Snake. I don't know what that means. Anyway, continuing on, there's Cup of Joe here, that's cool. And of course, there is the second building. But what's funny to me is that this second building is like super thin for no reason whatsoever. But if you go inside, there's, well, your clock in, clock out thingies, and where all the canned goods are stored. So yeah, and there's a ladder, you can go up and you can shoot across the compound. So yeah, it's a pretty cool compound, and well, I see why it needs no modifications, because, well, it looks good. So yeah, continuing on. If you're worried about how gameplay is going to be in this compound, do not worry, the capturing radius is only down these steps, right here in this entire room, and outside here too, but you're exposed to get shot anywhere, so that's perfectly fine. And it does not go up there, it only goes up to the ladder right there, or I think like right here. So yeah, it's actually a pretty good map. Anyway, continuing on. If you're wondering where the shot kit spawns on Preservery, it is right here on this open spot where you can get shot. So make sure you pick it up and run back inside as soon as you can. The next map we have is Overrun, which has been made by the Fighting Horse, also known as the Fighting Lady, and also Sakura, also known as Sakura_Reaper. And it is an overran military barracks in ruins. And let me tell you something, if you don't like Stockpile, you're not going to like this map. What I'm trying to say is that if you don't enjoy close quarter combat, well, it's all close quarter combat in this map. So praise shotguns and praise rapid firearms, because this is the compound for you. And imagine trying to traverse through this room, bro. Oh my god. And well, the shot kit does spawn here, so have fun going through this. And unfortunately, all the chairs are bugged because, I guess this patch, all the chairs are ungrindable for whatever reason. But yeah, continuing on. And also the machete. I don't think this is ever going to be added into the main game just because there's a machete right here. And, you know, as in the rules, you can't have weapons that you don't have unlocked. Otherwise, it's like, why can't I pick this up? Isn't this how I unlock the machete in the game? So, yeah, it's probably never going to be added into the main game. But this map is very cool because of how close quarter combat it is. And it's true close quarter combat. It isn't like Stockpile where you can get shot from above. No, you go inside and, well, good luck trying to fight inside here. And it is pretty cool. And it is pretty nicely detailed. Like, in this view, this is... It's beautiful. I must say that this compound is actually beautiful. Like, look at this. It's pretty good. So, yeah. Anyway, continuing on. And next up we have is machining by RichE_Moneybags, also known as Kryptonite, and also we were programming WooGamer011, a high-tech gun machine shop. And, well, it is pretty dark, but it isn't advanced darkness, so it actually does look pretty good without the light here, which is great. Good job. This is another close quarter combat compound, so mining outside and trying to provide covering fire from outside won't provide much beside a few window spots around. But other than that though, it is just close to mid-range combat with super tight corners. And well, overall, it's just a good map. There's really no issues I see here. I don't think so. It's just a bunch of gun parts everywhere, which looks nice. It looks pretty cool because, you know, it is the gun factory. At least it's locked up in a cage and we can't see it, so that's good. And overall, I do like this map. It's just very aesthetically pleasing because, well, it's dark, but like I said earlier, it isn't advanced darkness. So, yeah. And I don't know why, but this power generator right here makes it look like... This reminds me of a COD Zombies map. I don't know why. It just does. But yeah, it's a cool map. No complaints here. Anyway, on to the next one. And I almost forgot to mention, but the shot kit here is just above the point on the second floor right here. So you just pick it up and... boom. Yeah. And next up, we have Militia by Good Nefarious Cube, also known as Nerf Cube. And also Silly Evil Wall, also known as Task Force_4. An all-in-one military base containing a lot of wartime essentials. Unfortunately, this wall asset right here is still bugged, even in this patch, as it's just like a red hitbox, yada yada whatever. And a lot of this map is actually in the wall. Like, imagine trying to climb up this ladder and all you get faced with is a wall. Like, that's pretty messed up. I must say that is, this whole side is just unusable. That kind of sucks, personally. This point is very aesthetically pleasing because, like, look at the lighting here. Like, oh, this is beautiful. This barracks is beautiful. This armory too, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And oh no, look at the poor Volk. Oh man. Continuing on, we also have the medical bay, or the center, I should say, and it has fries, which is absolutely disgusting. Which I know it is war, but you know, like, that is cool, but I don't like it. But it should be in the game because, you know, it is war and it shows how disgusting war is. And this is cool table over here. And also, moving on, we will continue to the storage and planning, which, well, it's simple. You go inside to the right, and well, your shot kit's right here, and it's backwards awkwardly. So they should probably fix that. And there's a piano here, but it's uninteractable. But you can also head upward, which, well, you'll find this giant room where you can camp out and survive. And unfortunately, it does use these weird boards. Like, this just doesn't look good by itself. This is flying, by the way, I should say. And, well, yeah, that's about it. It is a pretty cool compound, but of course there's some errors right here. But overall, it does look aesthetically pleasing. Do note that the second story is not capturing, and it is used for hiding out and surviving. So 3 rooms and then 1 big room over there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, this asset is bugged still, and well, the bullet asset right here is just very awkward to play, just to use by itself. It just looks weird. So yeah, if it's polished up, it could probably be in the main game, definitely. And lastly, we have Ground House by Harasaki T. Is that like their actual name? Like, they don't have a use, like, that's the actual name? What? Good job, Bill. An old train station featuring a turntable, or turnable, however you say it. And well, how did you do this, Rio? I'm unsure if this is water because like... Okay, so it's stone. It's probably stone. But still though, like, this compound is super cool just because of the spectacle. It is a large fighting zone in the center, and of course you have your flanks on the side, which that's the entire compound. But god damn, does this compound look... It looks amazing, I have to say, because look at this, bro, just... Damn. It just looks nice. And you have your advantage point up here. So if you have your flanking point outside here, your main battle zone inside here where the rooks get to prey and secure, but of course you have your advantage points up here. And you have roof access to shoot downwards, so be wary of that. There's a lot of roof access actually, so if you are inside, be ready for a bunch of roof campers. Overall, I do really like this map because it's beautiful. It's actually just a beautiful looking map. And well, that's all we have to say. Just good layout. Yeah. If you couldn't already tell, shot kits spawn in the center right here. So if you want to pick up the shot kit, make sure you're prepared to run for your life to pick it up and get out of there as soon as possible, or to defend. And if you want to defend this point actually, well, you have a few options. Of course, it can be up on the second story, which, oh, this is capturing up here, but it is... What? Why is it so dark in here? You can defend from up here by shooting down below, but of course anyone can mine and shoot you, or you can go down and shoot from up here, but you're not capturing, you're not contesting up here, but it is a very good vantage point. Or you can be up here on this balcony area, or on the other side because it's in the balcony over there, and well, it's just a really good point. It's just awesome. It's a very awesome point. It's a large compound, but it looks very good, which I'd love to see this in the game. Out of all the special maps added in this patch, well, this one takes the cake. Look, it's so beautiful. But anyway, let's go on to the special map changes of this patch. Those being, Archipelago's gotten multiple changes, but most notably with an additional third team plane spawner. Other vehicles are coming to, well, the Archipelago, as like cars and maybe tanks, who knows. So wait a bit and we'll see how it goes from there. Also, canning has hopefully been fixed, so you can now run on the grates, and also fix the shirt giver on Nova testing because coding probably saved me for some reason. And that's it. That is map patch version 1.11 or 1.11. So yeah, a bunch of cool special maps, and well, I really want to see this one in the game. But of course, there are a lot of bugs. For example, non-interactable or not important highlighted interactables are still highlighted. And if you click on saws that aren't the sawed off a green saw, then it doesn't give you any text. Matter of fact, nothing gives you text. For example, like the dead bodies on Columbarium or the guns there, if you click on them, there's nothing happens, so that's kind of weird. But, well, yeah, that's it. That is Maps Patch version 1.11. And remember, this is Nova's update, not the developer's update, guys. Not yet /Arc, because, well, Arc makes content, Nova makes map updates. Please let that be known. There are still plenty of bugs in this patch. For example, the chairs, no collision. Many of the ladders in the game. For example, this one up here. Whee! Oh no, bro. Yeah, hopefully they're able to fix that. And remember, this is Nova's update, not the Red /Arc developers update. Like, you guys have to get that fixed out. Those are two different people, two different developers. Well, developer and contributor. No hate to anyone, you know, I'm just saying, like, don't get them confused. Anyway, that's the end of the video. How much survives, and yay! Yay, 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 yay. Oh my god, what was that voice? Get out of here. Okay, yeah. Medic, please. Thank you. You should never be running at me with a sword like that ever again, bro. the hell, bro? Thank you, medic. Come over, we're safe, we're safe.